Hi, ladies and gentlemen, it is so fantastic to see you. Oh my god, we are in the midst of things about to pop off. And yes, I'm a day late, alright. I'm sorry, I had to work today and the whole thing. Regardless, ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be covering the 3 big new updates. This is the final update, of course, before 1.2 actually comes into fruition, and it's just kind of tidy work, as well as one of the things that I want to talk about for the most part. And, man. Okay, so first of all, let's start with the thing that I'm the most excited for. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is this right here. Albedo's character banner. Now, again, for those guys who don't know, one of the best advices that I was given in Genshin, if you're a free-to-play player, is do not buy or do not swing on a banner unless you have the 4 stars that you also want, because the likelihood of you getting a lot of those 4 stars is pretty high. So I waited for a banner with Razor. Also, Razor was accompanied by a bunch of other characters that I also needed, cryo characters and all. But Albedo's is also a thing, and I was really worried, man. I'm not sure if you guys were also hearing the rumors where it was going to be Albedo and Kaya, and Lisa maybe, or Amber, and I'm just like, oh no, don't do this to me, because I think it's, I'm going to wait, I'll be patient. I think all of you should also be patient. Play the shit out of Albedo in the test arena that's currently live, because by the time this gets to you, it's probably Tuesday, so the testing of these characters is now live. The test run, go at it. We're making a video about it, and just reacting to how I feel about the character. But the way it's lining up is I kind of feel like I'd rather play an Albedo, and I know that's crazy. It's not that I don't think Genyu looks absolutely wonderful. Of course, I've established that many times in the past that she looks absolutely perfect, but yeah, he fits into my character build way more. Also, yeah, I just want to see how he plays, because I feel like one of the things I didn't mention, maybe I did. No, I don't think I mentioned it in the video, but basically, Albedo, I think, might synergize with Venti, because Venti's biggest issue is when he casts his ult, it sucks people in, awesome, but it does put enemies away from you. So if you have Albedo's thing, his elevator, you could get on top of that and smash them. Rise up and just start smashing them with your DPS, or whatever. Drop Oz on top of the elevator, and he'll just be death from aboveing everybody. So, as much as the elevator of Albedo's meme, I'm hoping that his other abilities scale well, and especially after the annoying problems with Zhongli. Hopefully, Albedo the designers are like, no. Everyone should be able to tell where he's going. We didn't show any gameplay of him like popping off in any which way. We showed him using his abilities for the most part, and maybe death from aboveing some people, which is like slam. But anyways, Albedo, a lot of people want to play him the test arena just to see what he's all about. But to me, I think he may be the character I'm swinging on, not only just for Albedo, but for all of the other characters in this banner. So even if I get Albedo, cool. But the characters that I have a much more greater chance of getting is Bennett, Sucrose, and of course, Edgelord herself. Basically, Oz. I don't know I forget her name. I knew, Fischl. There we go, Fischl. But Bennett is the person I'm hoping to get at least one of, because Bennett is the healer that I can vibe with. He's a healer that can do immense healing up to a point of 70%. And the reason why he can only do that much is because his passives are basically buffing your damage by a whole mess of a lot, as well as putting out a decent amount of fire damage consistently. So, to me, he is the perfect healer for me. He's a healer that does enough to where he doesn't trivialize Zhongli in the way I built him. In fact, I think he maybe even maximizes Zhongli, because I think his ult makes you do more damage, so if you want to build Zhongli for Meteor, you can. Bennett is one of the best characters in the game generally. He's kind of like he's like a Razor. Best way I can describe him. He's like a 4-star that probably should be a 5-star, but a lot of he's just so good. And a lot of you guys actually had the money to actually get him through like the weird shop system. I didn't have the money at the time because I was still hoarding at the time. But anyways, Bennett, so good. I think he's like the ideal healer. Yeah, because he does a lot of good damage. He also is a fire character, so if you need that element, you can. He also heals you and debuffs enemies. Just the whole package. As well as he does a decent amount of damage, as well as just a DPS, if you want to build him that way. But yes, just ridiculously valued character. If not one of the best, if not the best support in the game. Yeah, arguable, I think. But The other character is a character I shit on quite a bit, but I've recently seen gameplay of her that made me change my tune quite a bit, but it's Sucrose. Sucrose, of course, the mentor is Albedo. But Sucrose is an Animo user, but she's also a Catalyst user, magic user, which is fantastic. But the thing that I actually didn't know is you can build her. Well, she's also a really good support character. She's like a discount Venti, but if you build her enough, then she actually becomes her kind of own thing. But I seen some gameplay recently of Venti and her like melding together, and it's just chaos. It's just beautiful chaos, and their ults come back so fast. And also you recharge your ult so fast because they're both characters that are meant to use their ults, so they feed. Also, the same particles feed into the same abilities, which is also I want Albedo and Zhongli. But yes, just fantastic. So the whole banner, even the side characters are fantastic. Oz, if you have consolation for Official, is great. Official is probably, again, debatable for one of the best supports in the game. Yeah. So all of the characters in this banner, hella useful. Again, Sucrose is kind of like a really good support slash, she can do CC. Bennett, one of the best healers, but also it buffs your basic damage, so if you have a main DPS, money. Fischl, one of the best support characters in the game. Pop out Oz, consistent damage. Also, you can build her DPS if you really want to, but she's probably best just in the support role. And then, of course, Albedo might be, well, I don't know. I feel like he's not going to be as scattered like Zhongli. I feel like Albedo is very much, again, if Albedo can prove himself to either be like an amazing support where you just pop his E and then fuck off, and when he has his ult, spew it out real quick and then that's it, that's awesome. But again, some of you guys in the comments, I'm not sure, some of you guys were like, maybe he doesn't seem like a battery, maybe I'm missing something, but he could be, and if he is, that's so sick. And yeah, also, I don't know, man, I just really... yeah, I don't know. I just really fuck with Albedo and Zhongli, the partnership behind them. So, like, you know when you, like, think of a build in your head and you're like, hey, I wonder if that'd be strong. Oh, I wonder if this could feed into that. Oh, and I wonder if this could feed into this, and then that could work that way. And then you start just, like, your imagination takes over. That's essentially where I'm at. Even if Albedo is pretty shit, I probably will swing on the banner and hope that I still get him. Even though he might be shitty, just because I think... I don't know, I feel like well, first of all, the reason why I'm betting on him is because he fits into my character pool rather than Genyu, who doesn't seem to quite fit there. Also, I'm not sure about Genyu in terms of like your actual kit, because I'm not sure if it's best to have a character that demands you to aim down sights, wait, and then pop off really big, or if it's better for you just to quickly spam out two of your other characters' ults and like keep moving through your characters, and then maybe spend some time on like your main DPS and then pivot back to those characters. I feel like that may end up being much more lucrative in terms of DPS. Of course, that is not referring to Genyu at her max consolation, because she just becomes kind of like little shocking, little like what? Excuse me, what? But yes, I'm absolutely thrilled with the banner. I was so worried that they were going to partner Albedo with like just a bunch of trash, but I feel like that it makes more sense for them to put a bunch of really, really good characters behind Albedo, because some people are kind of in the middle about them, so they'll swing on his banner just for the 4 stars. And then Genyu, who is kind of being marketed as like a whale bait character, a character whose constellations set her free in a big way, they're trying to incentivize. They might throw like a Kaya or an Amber in that pool, but we'll see. I don't know. But anyways, that's awesome. Go team. Next bit of news, we're going to kind of breeze by some of this. Essentially, there's this, which is the final update for the Chalk Prince and the Dragon. We're not going to go too much into this because we've already been in it a lot, but essentially in order to participate in 1.2, the quest and etc., you need to be at the adventure rank 20. Actually a pretty big thing. Also, you need to complete the Act 2 for Etomora without tears. There's going to be story quests in this. There are going to be side quests. There's of course going to be Dragon Spine with the climate added, and there is going to be an event that starts and the minute the Dragon Spine is actually available to you. And yeah, and that event is going to unlock primos, and also a lot of the events do not require resin to actually participate in them, which is absolutely wonderful. I love that. Also, I can't find it. Maybe it's in more. This might be it. Yeah, so this is the thing. New areas, Dragon Spine, all that stuff. There's also new characters. Again, there's no 5-star characters in this batch. Unfortunate. The reason why people are speculating that that's the case is because we have so much like gameplay content in this update that we don't need more characters. But maybe in the next 1.3 update, we'll have less of like a big map to go explore, and then we'll just need characters to actually fuck with. So I think then we'll probably go back to 2 sets of characters, a 4-star and a 5-star. But people are speculating that makes sense to me. But anyway, also yes, we've already talked about it. There's going to be plenty of events happening throughout this entire event. Fantastic. The one thing that is new that we haven't talked about, again, they're going to be implementing all the things that we talked about. The idea that when you finish a domain, you're going to be able to try again. A bunch of like updates to control figurations and that lovely stuff like that. Also, big thing here, whenever you do level up a character to 20, 50, and 70, you actually get one acquainted fate, which is a 1 wish, basically, like antiquated wish. The other thing is that co-op mode is basically going to be more optimized to where you can like leave a party, message someone and be like, hey, can I join? I'm grinding this, and it'll be much more fluid. Anyways, the other thing that they didn't mention, or that's pretty big here, essentially there are domains where you can get certain resources, whether that's talent books or whatever, or like weapon parts, all that stuff. And Sunday was a weird day, because Sunday, whenever you went to go grind talent books, let's say, you could basically get it was a bunch of stuff. You could either get like 2 of the books that you want, and then another 3 of the books that you don't need at the moment, but it's still probably good to get it. But regardless, you would get less of you just going for a specific talent book on a day that is meant to be summoned on that talent book. But what they've done, Sunday's domain for talent books and maybe some other things, the ability for you to choose. So you finish the domain and you can choose, I want this talent book, and you'll get all of the kind of talent books on that. So Sunday is the day to farm talent book like materials and all that stuff, which is awesome. I wish they would actually do more of this, because this is something that people could put into a guide and maximize your experience. If you also, most people can play this game on Sunday. Most people don't work on the weekends. Okay, so that's, again, I don't want to go over all of this because it's fucking massive, but also we've already covered it in previous videos, so I don't want to double dip too bad here. Again, I don't want to make this video too long either. I'm trying to work on that, okay? I'm trying to make improvements. All right, please. Okay, so this is the new equipment coming to Dragonspine, which, by the way, okay, so this is first of all, by the way, I did not understand like how great these would be. I kind of got an idea, but man, have they just popped off in a huge way. This is a sword. It does also it's a 5-star weapon, which is just a nightmare to attain. There's not even like a pity really for these, so it's just got, yeah, it's a thing. It's crazy. If you have the strength to get this, you know what it does. It puts a shield on you. It's part of the same series, so the previous golden whatever will be the same effect. Neat. But here's the moneymaker right here, man. Well, that's just Albedo popping off. But anyways, I think he's using the sword fucking shit up. Neat. This is the weapon that will actually be attaining within the DLC. I think it's the first. I think you attain it the minute you actually do the next batch of quests that come in 1.3. But essentially, this thing gives you energy recharge on a sword, and it's free. That is awesome. And that is like the peak for support characters. Also, there's an Albedo character coming, who's also a one-handed sword user, and also there's a Bennett, which also is coming. So awesome. All that sounds fantastic, and you probably want to invest in that. But also, its passive effects will get potentially better if you can refine it, which that's the thing. How the hell do we get this weapon, and how the hell can we refine it? Because its base perk, which is increases elemental skill damage by 16%. Awesome. Awesome, amazing. Also, it increases elemental skill crit. So it increases the crit rate of your elemental skill by 6. Now, again, if you can ratchet this up, that's amazing. If you refine it plus 5, that can be like a support's wet dream of a weapon. It's fantastic. And again, there's been speculation, not confirmed, but that you'll be actually able to level this thing up to high hell, which is absolutely wonderful. You'll be able to level it up throughout just experiencing the events to come, and because they'll give you this rock that I think is what it's used to level it up. But yes, you can see that the skill damage is increased. Lovely, fantastic. You love to see it. You love to see it. Too much? Okay. Also, there are passive buffs, like when you're running through Dragonspine, you'll have like ability to not take as much cold damage, as well as to crit rate is increased. So it's just a weapon that you should use when you're running through Dragonspine if you have characters that can use those kinds of weapons. Yes. But ladies and gentlemen, oh, look at it. This is a Claymore. Big two-handed weapon. Razor is drooling, man. We got physical damage bonus on this as a passive. Absolutely lovely. But also, hitting an enemy with a normal attack, we already kind of know this what it does, it happens 60% of the time, so this is going to be super easy to pop. Anyways, it has a chance of forming this ice droplet that deals 80% of your attack. Now, if you refine this up and up and up, I think it does more than your basic attack. So it adds, but it will give 200% attack if the enemy is frozen and the ice droplet drops. So if you happen to have any other cryo characters in your roster, absolutely sick. If you have Chi-Chi, oh my god, Chi-Chi and Razor, absolutely disgusting. Super conduct all the way, nuts. But yes, absolutely thrilled. Get this weapon just with the physical damage bonus, and the fact that we can get it is amazing. I'm hoping that there's a way to get a Claymore blueprint or prototype, sorry, because I don't have any more of those. So I may not be able to make this for a while, and that's depressing and sad. Anyways. But yes, you guys can see it in action right now. He hits, and then of course that water droplet summons with good, not as much damage, but that's because it's 80% of the attack. But again, I think that can go beyond. It can actually do more damage than your base attack. But also, it's an AOE. So if you have a character that's like a Vent who pulls in everything, that would be amazing. And then you have a Razor who can hit really hard and also can hit in a real big radius. Then this could absolutely smash. Anyways, and then there's basically the series of this weapon is the same thing. The Dragon Spine, whatever, they have the same effect. This one does physical damage, but I still think the Crescent Pike is better, but also fantastic if you want to have something different to play with. Neat. Then we also got the Frostbear, again, same idea. The only thing is that this one actually scales off of attack, which is less good than physical damage. Physical damage is, I think, always king. But neat. Also, they really want to showcase Barbara just popping off. Also, there's new sets coming. Crit rate increase Hydro set as well. Fantastic. Child users are drooling, as well as Chung users are absolutely crazy too, for all of the things. Anyways, I think that, ladies and gentlemen, that might be it. Let me see. Oh, by the way, so there's this event that seems pretty interesting. It's just, again, there's so many events that I feel like I should wait until they're actually live so I can show them to you, because it's kind of hard to garner what these look like. It seems like you're just going to be going on quests with this weapon that you got from the base game and messing shit up, but you have the chance of getting a bunch of cool items like crowns and all that stuff, and you have to be at least adventure rank 10, so it's super open for you to do this stuff. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, I don't got that much time today, but also I don't want to talk your ear off, but I am so excited, mainly for Albedo. Again, to me, I just like characters, and I think he's like, I don't know, I really like supports as well. Like that's because I have a Razor though, Max Constellation Razor, so I'm like, I'm kind of okay with the DPS, main DPS kind of vibe. But I do need a main DPS, but also you can take supports and just make supports good enough on their own. Because you just keep switching, like you can have a whole team of supports and you just keep switching to using alts, you guessed it, using alts. So it can get pretty nutty pretty fast. But ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you guys do enjoy the rest of your day. This has been nothing shy of lovely. I cannot wait for tomorrow to actually play him. I do have to edit this so I can get it up somewhat timely. And by the way, in one more day, Dragon Spine, is open to us. I cannot wait. I don't know what kind of videos I'm gonna make, but I'm gonna make a lot. Okay, and I already got a lot of videos to upload on like my progress, and I probably got a double upload or some shit with that. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you guys do enjoy the rest of your day. Let me know again what you guys are most excited for. Did they like hard stack up Albedo's banner with just good characters to where you're like, I don't maybe want Albedo, but I could use a Bennett. Maxi Constellation Bennett. God damn you, Mario, with your bullshit. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you do enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye.